Hey everybody, this video is why I can no longer be a Democrat. I was, well technically still am, a registered Democrat here in New York. I will not, cannot stand by and be treated like and played for a fool. Those days are over. Chuck Schumer, my senator, whom I voted for when he actually needed my vote back in the 1990s when he started his career is when I started voting. He just went on television and gave a speech and lied through his teeth to his constituents. And I say outright lied because he's a senator. He knows, or at least should know, better than all of us how the system works. He stated emphatically how the right controls the House, the Senate, and the presidency, but can't pass a spending bill. He knows that you need 60 votes to pass any spending law. He definitely knows this. There is a difference between saying something you believe that turns out not to be true and telling outright lies. This is an outright lie. It seems to me this whole shutdown isn't about the 800,000 dreamers, the DACA bill, but really about this chain migration aspect of our immigration policy. You see, the dreamers will get a pathway to citizenship. They are here, and this is their country too. They've been here their whole lives. No matter how much you may be for or against it, we're going to come to the center, and most of the country agrees deep down that we, realistically, they're here, and this is their country too. But instead about their links in the chain, their parents, the people who knew they were cutting the line and breaking the law. And that's how I see illegal immigration. I picture a line at a movie. Everyone waiting online would not and should not just allow people to cut in front of them and get in for free. We need to have some sort of control on immigration. I mean, this is the year 2018. It's not the 1800s where send us your huddled masses, your poor, anybody you want to send. We do not have millions of low-skilled labor jobs to fill anymore. That's not the economy that we in America live in. And those low-skilled jobs, we need them for our own citizens and legal immigrants. Think about it. Someone coming here should at least be literate in their own language. So if they learn English, at least they'll be able to read the books and get ahead and help add to society. I'm not telling you that we should only bring in brain surgeons. The opposite of that. I truly believe people of all stages in life and all social characteristics, anything, should come here. We should have an immigration policy that does take refugees. If you are a refugee, even from one of these 6 Muslim countries, I understand why the ban went in and this and that. I really do. I understand that they're saying security, but my question would simply be, what if we were in Iraq and this Muslim man helped save some of our soldiers? Like there was a movie where they came out of the woods, they were being chased, the man let them into his house, his hut, and he saved their lives. That man should be rewarded with citizenship. So don't get me wrong here. I'm not on the side of the right all of the time. I'm not there. But I look at life, I hope, realistically. It is obvious to me that Chuck Schumer and his team want 3 to 5 million people from this DACA deal, including, this is where my argument ends, and I will not have this, I will fight tooth and nail for this, the man who put his 12-year-old daughter on a train a couple of years ago, where the New York Post had a story, and the story still affects me, and any man who read this story, or anyone that has a sister or mother, or anyone, any man in the world who reads this story and has any kind of heart, and hopefully that's almost every American, 80% of these young girls were being raped on the way here. And this man down in Central America puts his daughter on a train, and I do not believe that all of them did this, but there's at least one that did that with the hope that when she gets to America and she gets cleared through DACA, through chain migration and family connections, she's going to sponsor her father, the man that put her on that train. That man should be hung, not rewarded with American citizenship. Whether or not we agree on all the points, at least I have to give the right, the argument, at least they have the nerve to put out there what they want. They will give us DACA for the end of chain migration, border security and the wall, whatever. Listen to me, if there's hundreds of miles without wall because it's going over mountains, fine. Who cares about that? I mean, this is basic fundamental values for our country. So we end chain migration, we give them the wall, and we end the visa lottery system. The visa lottery system is more about terrorism. This was in Inspire magazine a couple of years ago, that they were going to use the visa lottery system to infiltrate America. Well, there's an easy solution to that. No more visa lottery system, and blame it on the terrorists. Don't blame it on us. The bottom line that I really want to get to is this. Chuck Schumer is a liar. Worse than that, he's treating his constituents and the rest of America like we are stupid. Thank you very much. Oh, and release the memo. I've heard about this memo in the last couple of days. I want to see that memo. Right, left, center, everyone should want to see that memo. After all, it's a summary of an investigation into the biggest story of the year. Any journalist who comes on television and is not inquisitive enough to want to see that memo is either someone who should never have been a journalist, because you should be inquisitive to be a journalist, or is outright lying. Are they going to say the same thing when Mueller comes up with his summary? I don't think so. Release the memo. I don't care if you're, like I said, right, left, center. American people, the citizens, control the government, not the other way around. And I want that memo. I want to see the summary. I do. And I think everybody else with a clear mind wants to as well. Listen, we may all disagree on what it says, but at least we'll know what it says.